four, three, two, one. Hi, Cyrenz. This is Rebecca, and I'm here to critique your assignment two presentation. So I like your symbol, how it turned out. I think it's really neat, and it goes sort of, it makes me think about the conversation that we had about some different inspirations that you showed me, and I think it's really lovely. Um, and then this font is really cool. Did you make this yourself, or did you find it? It's so neat. I recommend for this part flipping this A so that it mirrors this A, just, reverse it. And then and then adjusting the kerning between this E and N. The N can come to the right just a tiny bit so that this space here is similar to this space here, okay? Other than that, it's a really good balance. When you flip your A, you might need to reevaluate the kerning here because this is perfect. So just make sure that it stays like that. Then I would also increase it so that it comes to increase the scale of awaken so that it comes to the edge of this shape and this shape so that it's a little bit more, this is just going to be bigger. Awaken's going to be larger. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay. And then I do like this symbol on its own too. I think that looks really cool. So I would keep them both. There you go. So as far as the color palette goes, I think it's fantastic. I was noticing on this page how the colors vibrate together. It looks really good. If you wanted to, you could swap out this red color for a yellow to get even more vibrating color in there, but you don't have to. It's just another option there. As far as textures go, I would recommend mixing the halftone color. I'm sorry, the color halftone from your texture options, and instead maybe adding a grain, like more of a film grain. And then the fonts are great. I think they're going to work really nicely together, so that's good. Great song names. I love them. There are a few typos in here that I just wanted to point out to you. Elephant's trunk is going to have an apostrophe here because it belongs to the elephant, just like on Lover's Day there and Souls Rock. I'm the Coyote has an apostrophe. Um, Photographers has an apostrophe. Seeing is going to be capitalized and up is going to be capitalized. So I just want you to fix those typos before you lay them out in any of your designs. And you don't need to resubmit or anything like that. So this is a great mood board, and there's so many good, sorry, I'm just getting mesmerized by everything. There's so much good inspiration in here. I really love it. I love a lot of these patterns too. And so I recommend, so I like your drawings a lot. Thank you for these mind maps and brainstorms and thumbnails. These drawings are great, and I think that they would work really successfully for like the new wave because it makes me think of like a Talking Heads album or something like that. I'm trying to think of some others that had a lot of illustration like this, but these are, to my eye, they're I can they're pretty vector drawing-ish, just because I know what vector drawings look like. So I recommend um, doing something more like this, where you collage a body from a photo that you turn to grayscale and then add a color to, and then maybe drawing these little heads on top of the body, and then sticking to whatever color palette is. So like this is just, like two colors. I think that'll be really cool if you wanted to do something like that, um, or only using colors in your color palette. So you have this full rainbow headband and brown hair, and those aren't colors in your color palette. Just when you do the final design. So just consider that. You don't have to go that route. Uh, I just am thinking about keeping the psychedelic genre, staying true to the psychedelic genre by either using more Art Nouveau style drawing, which is very detailed and precise and realistic, or collaging cartoon with photos. So those are like the two main things that I would see from that genre. Okay. If you want, you can look at like a big a big illustrator during that time. His name is Art Crumb. He was he did at least one Janis Joplin album cover. He was a big comic book artist during the time, and he did some stuff in Zap Comics. You can also look at, I think Zap Comics was in your original presentation, so you can look at more inspiration from that uh, to use if you want to do an illustrative style yourself. Okay, great. And then these are great personalities. I really get a feel for each of the people in there. So nice work on that, and good looking band photos. So for inspiration, um, just remember that we're looking more at like hippies. Okay, so more 70s style images. These are fairly contemporary, and you know, so just think about more kind of like bell bottoms and flowy flowy tunics. All right, great work. Thanks so much, Sirens.